are unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists.
So, Nava Akinchana Vitta, materially impoverished. This is the first qualification of a devotee. One who does not possess anything of this material world, he simply possesses Krishna. That is Akinchana Vitta. Akinchana means one who has lost everything of material possession. Because if you have got a small tinge of idea that I want to become happy materially in this way, so long you have to accept the body. The nature is so kind that in whichever way you want to enjoy this material world, she will give you a suitable body under the direction of the Lord. The Lord is situated in everyone's heart, so He knows everything, that you still want something material, He will give you. Yes, you take it. Krishna wants that you get full experience that by material gain you'll never be happy. This is Krishna's business. There's full freedom. Although you have got minute quantity of freedom, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, Krishna has got full freedom. But the freedom quality is there in me, because I am part and parcel of Krishna. The chemical composition. The drop of sea water has got a drop of salt also. Although it is not comparable with the salt containing in the sea water, but the salt chemical is there. This is our understanding. Janmadasya jata. Whatever we have got in minute quantity, the same thing in fullness is there in Krishna, in fullness. Just like Krishna says, Mritus sarva harascha aham. Now we have got a propensity to take others' thing. You can say it is stealing. We have got that propensity. Why? Krishna has got it. Krishna is known as the butter thief, the beginning, the thieving, stealing. So unless that stealing propensity is there, how I can get? But Krishna's stealing and my stealing is different, because I am materially contaminated. Therefore my stealing is abominable. Whereas the same stealing in the spiritual absolute platform is so nice, very enjoyable. Mother Jasoda enjoying the activities of stealing by Krishna. That is the difference. Material and spiritual. Any activity is spiritual, that is all good. And any activity, material, that is all bad. This is the difference. Here the so-called morality, goodness, they are all bad. And in the spiritual level, the so-called immorality is also good. That you have to understand. Just like to dance with others' wife at dead of night. This is immoral. Everyone knows. At least in the Vedic civilization, it's not allowed. A young woman is going to another young man at dead of night to dance with him. This will never be allowed in India. Still, it is private. But we find that all the gopis, as soon as they heard the flute, immediately they came. So from material conception, it is immoral. But from the spiritual concept, it is the greatest morality. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ramya Kachid Upasana Brajavadhu Varga Bija Kulpita. Oh, there is no better mode of worship than what was conceived by the Brajavadhus, the damsels of Vrindavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very strict about women. In his family life also, he never played any joke with women. He was very joking. But all with men, he never played any joke with women, no. Perhaps only once he played joke with his wife, Vishnupriya. When Sachimata was searching after something, he simply played a joking word, maybe your daughter-in-law has taken it. That is the only joking we find in his whole life. Otherwise very strict. No woman could come, when he was sannyasi, could come near him to offer the obeisance. They would offer obeisances from a distant place. But he says, Ramya Kachid Upasana Brajavadhu Varga Bija Kulpita. He says that there is no conception of worshipping better than what was conceived by the Brajavadhus. And what was the Brajavadhus' conception? That they wanted to love Krishna at any risk. So this is not immoral. That we have to understand. Anything in relationship, just like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is standing and his father is being killed. Is it moral? Would you like to see your father being killed in your presence and you stand, you don't protest? Is that moral? Nobody will approve it, that this is moral. But actually it so happened that Hiranyakashipu was being killed. The picture is here. And Prahlad Maharaj is trying to guard the killer. My dear Lord Killer, you take this garland. You are killing my father. You are very good boy. You see? This is spiritual understanding. Nobody will sanction that if you cannot protect your father, you must protest. You must cry that here is my father is being killed, come on, help him. No. He is prepared with the garland. And when he was killed, he said to Nrsimhadev, my dear Lord, now my father is killed, so everyone is happy. You now wind up your angry mood. Nobody is unhappy. He said this very word. Modeto sadhurapi vischikasarpa hatya. Modeto sadhurapi. A sadhu, a saintly person, never approves that one should be killed. Never. Even an animal. A sadhu does not approve. Why animals should be killed? That is sadhu's business. But Prahlad Maharaj says, Modeta sadhurapi. A sadhu, a saintly person, is also pleased when when a scorpion or a snake is killed, they are also living entity. A sadhu is never satisfied seeing another living entity being killed. But Prahlad Maharaj says, even a sadhu is pleased when a snake is killed or a scorpion is killed. So my father is just like snake and scorpion. So he is killed, therefore everyone is happy.